Yo ninjas, I'm Kaio. Is the flare machine useful? We're gonna find out in this video. Last week I made an air flare machine video, check it out, link in the description. This time we're gonna find out if the flare machine is useful to learn flares or not. The first thing I noticed when I tried to use the flare machine is that I couldn't do the flare, and it's very hard to use. So doing flares normally without any machine doesn't transfer in learning the flare on the machine. But does it work on the other way? The short answer is I don't know, because I never seen someone that learned flares only by using the flare machine. If you know someone or if you learn the flares by using the machine, let me know in the comments down below. But I can still tell you my opinion. The feeling that I had while trying to do flares on this machine is that it's pretty heavy to do. This is actually a good thing because it really makes you use the muscles that you're using during the flares. The core, the abs and the shoulders mainly. Also what I noticed is that it's very hard to make the hips and the legs turn and to stay in the same direction forward. It's very easy on the machine to do flares kinda like staying with the legs in the same spot, for example here, and just doing this with the body, but always kind of like staying with the legs in the same position. But the real challenge is trying to stay facing forward the whole time and make the hips and the legs spin and turn around. This is pretty challenging, it's hard, but I think if you can learn it on the machine, you have a very good strength to do flares without the machine. So I think the flare machine is a very good workout for the flare. I don't think necessarily that it is a good method to learn flares, but it could be a good supplement. For example, you could try some flares without the machine first, just to learn the technique, and then at the end of the training as a workout you can do flares on the machine just to make your muscles work more. Learning flares only by using the machine, I don't know if it's possible, I'm not that sure, because the technique and the feeling is really different, but as a workout I think it works. It's not that fun like the air flare machine. I think the air flare machine is more fun, instead this one is more heavy. This one, the flare machine, is more like a workout, instead the air flare machine for me is more like a game, like you can play with it. It's not maybe that useful, but it's very fun. Instead this one is not that fun, but it's heavy. You can even practice windmills with this machine or even windmills with flares. So in my personal opinion, the flare machine is more useful than the air flare machine. Again, remember, you shouldn't use these machines to learn the movements, but in my opinion you should use these machines like a supplement, like an extra training. Maybe at the end of the training or maybe in other days when you usually rest a little bit. Don't take them too seriously. Don't focus your flare and air flare or windmill, I don't know, your power move training only on these machines, but just a small part of the training on these machines, okay? If you wanna just have fun, it's another story, but if you wanna learn the moves, I wouldn't spend too much time on them, but I would still recommend the flare machine. If you wanna know more in detail what I think about the air flare machine instead, you can check the air flare machine video I made last week, link in the description, and see you next time with a new video. Yo, ninjas!